Embassy of People's Republic of China in South Sudan, your distinctive Mr. Stephen Amirin, CEO of iRadio, dear staff, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, good afternoon. It's my honor on behalf of China National Petroleum Corporation to participate in the signing ceremony on the generator donation between iRadio and CNPC. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Ambassador Ma Qiang to witness the event today. To tell the truth, the event is not going to happen without His Excellency Ambassador's support and coordination. And thank you very much for the introduction. This beautiful lady of your iRadio's history and story. And also Mr. Ji, the supplier of Northeast Mechatronic Equipment Company. Thank you for your professional service afforded. We all know that iRadio is a household brand and plays an important role in disseminating news and information and enrich community people's daily life in South Sudan. It's a pleasure of CNPC to establish connection with iRadio by providing assistance within our reach. And based on this, we would like to further develop the connection with iRadio in the course of news information dissemination in South Sudan in future. Since South Sudan gained its independence in 2011, CNPC began to cooperate with Ministry of Petroleum in the petroleum oil industry, which generates great benefits for both countries and the people. As an international petroleum corporation, CNPC not only launched cooperation with MOP in terms of crude oil exploration and development, but always attached great importance to fulfill its social responsibility in field of humanitarian assistance, education sponsoring, natural disaster mitigation and relief, etc. Furthermore, CNPC invests vast amounts of funds to foster and promote the development of local community around the oil field through the share in DPOC, means the Dar Petroleum Corporation Company, Dar Petroleum Operating Company, and the GPOC, Great Pioneer Operating Company. All the activities above symbolized CNPC's cooperative concept of harmonious development and mutual benefit. In the future, CNPC will strengthen cooperation with MOP and pledge to make more contribution to the economic and trade development of South Sudan. Meanwhile, CNPC would like to keep close coordination with iRadio and other South Sudanese media in the hope of establishing bridge of communication and promoting the understanding between the two countries and the two people. May God bless South Sudan. May South Sudan have a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency Ambassador Ma Qiang, Chinese Ambassadors to South Sudan, Director of Public Relations Department, CNPC International Nile Limited, Ren Yong Chang, my good friend, CNPC Purchasing Manager, Mrs. Zhu Hong Jun, my good friend also, Franklin G, General Manager, distinguished guests, my colleagues, good afternoon. It is with sincere gratitude that I welcome you to iMedia, iRadio on this momentous occasion this afternoon. From the onset, I would like to sincerely thank the Chinese Embassy and the entire CNBC leadership for the generous donation of a brand new generator worth $33,000 US, an amount that iMedia could not have afforded in the last 2 months as we struggled to set up this the power issue. Over the first 2 months, iRadio has received phone calls from the publics, member of parliaments, some government officials asking why iRadio is off air from 8 o'clock every night. We are forced to turn off iRadio at 8 p.m. every evening and resume our broadcast at 6 a.m. in the morning with the difficulties because some of our equipment were damaged because of the shutdown. Therefore, Your Excellency, Ambassador Ma, this generous donation from China National Petroleum Corporation is huge for the people of South Sudan, because indeed this also explains the CNPC core tenet of caring for energy, caring for you as the corporation's international corporation philosophy of win-win development and mutual benefit. Thank you so much, CNPC leadership. This new generator donation that you are handing over to iMedia this afternoon will allow iRadio to resume 24/7 broadcast starting today, Friday, June 16, 2023. The stable power will also safeguard our equipment and ensure that South Sudanese continue to receive credible, accurate, and reliable information in news from iRadio. We at iRadio are sincerely grateful to CNBC and the Chinese Embassy in South Sudan for the assistance and as part of their corporate social responsibility. Once again, thank you, Your Excellency Ambassador, for finding time to come to this hot environment and to be with us today. May God bless you as we celebrate today. Thank you so much.
Well, Mr. Stephen Omri, CEO of the iRadio, dear friends from the iRadio station, Mr. Ren Sheng, acting representative of CNPC, South Sudan office, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to join today's handover ceremony of the diesel generator donation by the CNPC to the iRadio. I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the CNPC and also to all the friends for your presence today, which has shown our close friendship. The iRadio is one of the most prominent media houses in South Sudan. Millions of South Sudanese, especially those in remote rural areas, get information from you to know and understand what takes place every day in South Sudan and in the world. The Chinese Embassy is among the numerous loyal readers who have been attracted by your high-quality reports. A few days ago, upon acknowledging the request from the iRadio for the diesel generation, the CNPC actively responded to the call of the embassy and decided to donate, which has not only demonstrated the sisterly friendship of the CNPC and South Sudan, but also reflected that the Chinese companies in the country are actively assuming their social responsibility. Over the years, the development of China-South Sudan relations is inseparable from the Chinese companies, including the CNPC, which have deeply cultivated the pragmatic cooperation between the two countries and regarded South Sudan as a second home. In the past years, the CNPC has aided the construction of the University of Juba Computer Center, the Juba No. 3 in protection of civilians, and a hospital, and worked with other foreign masters to build schools, clinics, water wells, water stations, roads and power lines in communities around the whole area. The CNPC alone has donated more than $5 million in total, benefiting more than hundreds of thousands of people in South Sudan. Just in a few weeks, a brand new primary school in the Luri community, donated by another Chinese company, Beijing Urban Construction Yatai Group, will be delivered to the local people. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, the past years have also witnessed South Sudan's remarkable progress of peace process. recovery and development of economy, and emerging peace dividends. I'm glad to see that the city view of Juba is cleaner, with more vehicles on the roads and more prosperous business. Although there are still many problems and many people's lives are difficult, the positive changes are obvious to all. However, we seldom see reports on peace dividends from the media, but more about negative pessimism about wars, conflicts, and disasters. And this phenomenon is worth paying attention. The media play an important role in shaping public opinion, and it also acts as a window through which people from outside could have a glance into the country. In such spirit, it's suggested that media should advocate the fundamental values of patriotism, unity, and peace, inject positive energy to this nascent country, inspire the people to jointly build their own bright future, and enable the outside world to see the hope of South Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, as a reliable friend of South Sudan and a staunch supporter of its peace process, China has been and will continue to provide necessary assistance as its ability allows in promoting the humanitarian conditions, advancing the peace process, and enhancing the self-development capabilities of South Sudan. To this end, China has taken the lead in providing several batches of in-kind assistance to the unified necessary forces: Juba Teaching Hospital, Kir Mayadit Women's Hospital in Rumbek, SSBC broadcasting facilities, Ju River Bridge in Wau, and the Technical Cooperation Project of Education, among other China-aided projects, have been handed over or made positive progress, just name a few. Along the path ahead, the Chinese government and its people will always stand with South Sudan. We look forward to working with South Sudan to further deepen pragmatic cooperation under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, the Global Civilization Initiative, and the China-Africa Cooperation Forum to benefit the peoples of both sides with a view to jointly building a China-Africa community with a shared future. Thank you. Shukran.